Brittany Simon attacks Destiny's kid, then lies about it.
J-Stock creates drama that isn't real. Destiny's blocked for being a shit father and a shit partner. And how dare he lecture Daisy over parenting when he doesn't even tuck his kid into bed every night? You know who's a better parent than the parents who don't tuck their kids in at night? People who decided not to have babies. People who have had abortions.
Well, I don't know about that, but so this is an intense take.
Your baby better off dead.
Okay, a little bit of a rough joke there, Brittany.
What would you feel the need to?
If you're gonna make a real, I would stay away from it. You know, I have a general. I agree with part of the sentiment that Destiny probably could be more active in his kid's life. You know, it's not really my business, but you know, it's interesting that you're criticizing that Daisy girl when, like, you know, you did marry a 20-year-old and move to, you know, Florida. And I think that you should do as much as you can to be around your kid. That's just me. Probably wouldn't have said it like this. It seems a little intense. It's a little wild. I don't know. I don't know if Brittany said this. Maybe she had a little bit of a moment where it kind of just poured out of her mouth. I have verbal diarrhea sometimes and regular diarrhea. I had Domino's. I'm going to have diarrhea later. I don't know if this was a verbal diarrhea moment or what, but I will say if it was like an attempt to be a little edgy, you know, I would just say, not all attention is created equal. Some attention is not worth getting, you know? And this is not the attention that I would particularly care for.
Say that Nathan would have been better off aborted since Destiny doesn't tuck him in every night.
I didn't say that. But where'd you hear that?
Well, you actually did. You actually did. You said people that are born with their parent not being there all the time would have been better off aborted. So, yeah, you kind of did suggest that.
Wait, do you want to take this call?
Destiny replied, "Oh, no."
Honestly, I'm not that surprised, like a hater's calling in, but I didn't say that. You just misunderstood it, but that's okay.
What is happening with this video?
Okay, we speak different languages.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What's Destiny's reply to that? I'm kind of curious.
Destiny's blocked for being a shit father and a shit partner, and how dare he lecture Daisy over parenting when he doesn't even tuck his kid into bed every night?
Damn, I wonder how she's doing with this negative attention.
You know who's a better parent than the parents who don't tuck their kids in at night? People who decided not to have babies.
13-year-old in? Do you?
No, but like, listen, I think it is like, listen, bro. It's your business, but you should be staying in the area that your kid is in, like if you can help it. And he's a rich guy that does a remote job, like you can, like it sounds like. And I'm not like super invested in it, but I will say he sounds like he's a bit of an absent. He could be more active. I probably wouldn't say that the kid should have been aborted. You know, personally, I'm sure he's a fine young man, but that's a little bit rough. I think the general, okay.
People who've had abortions.
Okay.
Abortions. Pro.
People who decided not to have babies.
Damn.
People who've had abortions.
Damn, this is rough. That's a soundbite.
Your baby better off dead.
Damn. That's rough. Think of the children. Just not in the Dan Schneider way, you know what I mean? That's a little rough, Britt. That's rough.
Nice.
How do you feel the need to say that Nathan would have been better off aborted since Destiny doesn't tuck him in every night?
I didn't say that, but where'd you hear that?
Maybe I'm a little biased. Well, yeah, I don't have a father, so, but yeah.
Actually did. You actually did. You said people that are born with their parent not being there all the time would have been better off aborted. So, yeah, you kind of did suggest that.
Destiny looks like visibly upset by this. He looks a little upset, which is a fair thing. It's a real moment. This is a registered nurse moment, some people would say. I don't know why I said that. That was a weird thing for me to say, but we're gonna pretend like I didn't say it. Anyway, what is wrong with me, bro? I don't even know what to say anymore. Anyway, yeah, I mean that's a good thing. I know that sounds shitty, but like, hey, you know what? He's sad about that. That's a good thing to be sad about. I know it sounds weird. Silver linings, am I right, guys?
Wait, do you want to take this?
I think he does care.
Call?
Honestly, I'm not that surprised. Like, I haters calling in, but I didn't say that. You just misunderstood it. But that's okay. We speak different languages.
Yeah.
I would have been like, yeah, I made an edgy joke and that was a little too far. That's what I would have just said. Maybe she like genuinely doesn't remember saying it, but I feel like that's a memorable moment. If I said that and I went, ooh, afterwards, I would have been like, damn, I probably would have instantly said, that's rough. That's a little too far. You know? I don't know.
I like curly hair. That's me.
Okay. Are you going to fuck her? Like, what's that? Why is that your first thought?
You know, just saying. That said.
Okay.
She's off the hook wild. What is wrong with this bitch? Why does she hate you so much?
Damn. I think they have like an interesting history. I don't really quite understand it. I don't really care personally. Dude, it's too much. Like every bit of Destiny's life is online. It's too much to want to be invested. It's fucking crazy.
I think for some people, especially for her, especially having BPD, I think it's just a compulsive thing now. So we'll watch this clip.
Well, listen, here's all I'm going to say. I've seen Destiny say some wild shit on Twitter. It's actually one of the things that's a little frustrating because this guy's very smart, and then you see him have some fucking outlandish, like, you know, he'll make a lot of jokes on Twitter, which I get it, they can be funny, but you know, as like an adult, sometimes it's like inappropriate. I've seen him make some pretty insensitive jokes about like Israel Palestine. I know he gets bullied a lot on there, but then Twitter's is a toxic cesspool, so I feel like this is almost an energy match to an extent. I still think it's very inappropriate. I don't think Destiny's ever gone quite as far as to say that somebody's kid should be not alive. But, you know, I feel like sometimes Destiny gets a little too based as well. I wasn't a particular fan about the way that he yelled at that Daisy girl. That wasn't like a joke. I just thought that was pretty inappropriate, a little disconnected from reality. I was not a particular fan of that. That was a little rough. You know, I mean, Daisy was definitely being stupid for fucking with Myron, but he seemed to be very manipulative of her. Him and Fresh admitted on that H3 podcast that that's one of Walter, that's what his name, Walter's tactics is to tell meet the mom and say that I love you and all this other nonsense to kind of get them to fuck him, get the girls to fuck him, and then, you know, he kind of leaves them afterwards, and he's done this before. So yeah, I thought that was inappropriate. I feel like this was a little, you know, it was a little crazy.
We've watched this on this show, but never again, okay? No more of her. I think that she just really wants me to reference her or talk about her. I think it's really important to her. But I think she'll continue to mention me and keep ramping up the attacks and say more and more because she has like a compulsion when it comes to talking about me.
Maybe. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I guess I have to talk to Brittany. I mean, I'm friends with Brittany. I like her. She's nice. She's a little kooky sometimes. She's a little kookabunga. I'm not going to lie about that. I don't know that the lore. I don't know is that true? Do you think that's why she said that? I feel like she was probably just angry about the way that he talked to her, and then she went a little too crazy. You know, maybe I'm being very charitable. You know, you can criticize me for that. That's fine. That's what I think more. But that was definitely over the line. That's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean?
Because everything, like logically think about it. Like, can I not criticize a single thing or nothing that I say has any value or weight because she has issues with anything personal? Like, obviously it's silly and dumb. But then I think she even said...
It's very vague. I think it's fair to like criticize your relationship with your kid. Listen, you know, if your whole thing coming in there is calling her a horrible mother because this is the context. I know too much about that. I fucking hate, like, I have to get off the internet. The context is that he came in and yelled at her because she was talking to some people in like a little podcast thing, and the question was asked, like, if Walter was, you know, we're gonna reform and say I'll take care of this baby, would you let him in, you know, the life? And then she was angry, so she said no. That Tree of Life girl was very good. I like that Tree of Life. She was good about the conversation. You know, she had, I think, you know, kind of bridged the gap on that language issue that I think was going on there. But that girl was very clearly angry. And then people were like, well, he went in so hard because he really cares about kids and stuff. And like, okay, that's fair. But it is a little interesting that, you know, I don't know. Listen, personally, it's questionable that you have a kid and then you move to Florida with another wife. I just feel like your priority number one should always be the kid. I don't know the specifics, you know, but I don't think that's an unfair criticism to make of like, hey, but I think it's probably not good that it's good that Nathan's alive. That's all I'm going to say. So I think it's weird how she holds him cheating over his head like he's a murderer. Is that part of the context? Maybe there's a lot of backstory. I don't know. That's why I don't like want to really get into it too much. There's probably so much there, dude. It's like, why? You know, it's probably not worth it. I mean, I would say why interact? You know, to a general extent. Yeah. Dude, shut the fuck up. Papa's being too charitable, Brittany. That's fine to say that, but then Brittany shouldn't be talking about Destiny's Kid. Here's the problem I have with you. This is the problem. I'm going to get a little stun locked. Criticize me if you think I'm being too charitable. That's perfectly fine. But for you to say, like, Brittany shouldn't be talking about Destiny's Kid, I've been very explicit about how I don't think that's appropriate. So for you to say something stupid like that means you have fucking brainworms. Like, listen, criticize correctly. Hear what I'm saying. And if you just came in, then just don't talk. Be quiet. Sit in the corner, okay? Jesus Christ.
Before... something about she mentions like wanting me to watch her stuff. I think she says it later on in that earlier clip.
Oh, does she? Oh, then maybe his theories are more correct than I thought.
But then like it's just
know.
ramping up. I would guess we're 6 months away from her being like, he's an actual cuckold.
Based alert. As long as you're enjoying it, what's wrong with gooning a little bit in the corner?
Like I feel like we're 6 months from that. So
It's wild to be on the inside and to know you, and then to also see the
My
stuff
thing
that
is,
comes.
like, I've had negative interactions with content creators that I don't really want to interact with anymore at all. And I just really don't talk about them. You know, I don't want negative interactions. You know, I'm not like looking for debates or this or that, the other thing. You know, I might reference them every once in a while if it's in context, but I kind of stay away a lot. You know, I set that boundary. I don't know why you shouldn't want, I don't know if this is Brittany's motivation, but I wouldn't want attention like that. You know, I would say there's different ways to get attention. You could obviously do collaborations and like debate with people and stuff. This is another way, which is a little bit hate farmy. You know, you can jump on clip stuff, TikTok. That's my route I'm taking. Is like, let me get into some TikTok, which has been going well. You know, but I like a nice, calm, quiet life, non-stress. It's nice. My wife and I are just kind of chilling. We're doing pretty well financially. And it's like we're staying away from the drama. And it's a nice feeling. You know, you don't get those big bursts. You know, when I had a lot of interactions with other people, my biceps looking kind of good, by the way. That's actually not bad. When I was having interactions with a lot of other people, there was like huge view surges. Like I'd get a video that's like 100,000 views, and it's like, wow, that's great. And I'm nowhere near that anymore. But overall, financially, I'm doing pretty much the same that I was at my peak. People more consistently, because my followers are more meaningful now because they're better people. No, it's just like if you follow me for my video, I'm pretty consistently, that's how I am. I'm not trying to interact with a bunch of people or have yelling matches or doing this or that. So it's like a nice smooth, like, okay, I get like 50 followers a day, and they all like generally like the content that I'm producing. They like my attitude. My attitude's been pretty leveled out, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Nice and slow. I don't want a huge burst and people like viewing and going, oh my God, it's Papa. It's too much. You know, I don't need all that attention. It's nice. And we're still on that slow growth. So, you know, that's the way I like doing it personally. But,
on the outside. I mean, I guess because if you're on the outside, you would assume that like Destiny's average night is like he's in the corner watching someone fuck his wife.
Hey, listen, that's kind of hot. I guess. I don't know if you like that. You know?
His wife, I guess, at this point. And he just like hangs out. He's like, yeah, do it.
Do it, true.
Do it. Give it to her.
Yes.
Little Emperor Palpatine on that one.
But you know, it feels I'm on a different side. I'm on the knowing side. I'm a knower, right?
I'm a grower, not a shower personally.
I don't understand the other
hard being a man
side of it as well, is that you could also fuck whoever you wanted to every day.
Yeah,
so
but
one time I jacked off before I went and I met up with a girl, and it didn't get all the blood there, and it looked even smaller, and I was embarrassed, and I never met her again.
Where the red pill shit is at now, that doesn't matter as much.
That doesn't matter.
Whether if you're once a cuck, always a cuck.
You were fucking like
baby.
another woman every night. Basically.
That's not true, but also it doesn't matter.
Brittany burnt the bridge when her guru sequence personally got burnt. Question. Dude, there's so much lore. I was gonna look into it one day, but it's like so much that I don't want to talk about it. The only way that I would ever like invest myself into it is if I could watch the two of them talk about it. Because I have no fucking idea what's going on there, and it's not worth my time. It's a lot of energy, you know? That's a lot to navigate into. Unless Willie Mack made a video on it, I ain't watching it, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Matter.
If it wasn't true, not every night.
Not that much. Also, I'm more offended, less by the relationship ever, more the insinuating my kid should have been aborted. I think it's a little bit more extreme there, but...
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
Yeah.
Why would you say that, Brittany? That's like really fucked up. I don't... Aborted?
I wonder if there's a clip from the past where like you guys have talked about the Alabro situation with her. and she's aware of that.
That guy is irrelevant.
This would be a malicious guess. Although I would assign it to Brittany now, actually, because she's so unhinged, and because apparently I think I've fallen too far on the side of giving people charitability.
Sure.
What are the two things I've
Maybe I'm doing that too.
said in the past, repeatedly, publicly, over and over again, that would make me burn a bridge with you?
With
Remember?
me?
You generally.
Oh.
It would be you too, but
Okay.
I don't know. Talking about his kid, maybe.
have you heard me say these things on stream before?
I have no
I've
idea.
always
what
said
you're
there are
talking
always like two things, and it's if you're legitimately like trashing my partner, and if you're trashing my kid.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Those are always the two things that are like, if you either of these things, you're like, cut. And the fact,
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's what you should be doing. It's that's obviously those are over the line. I would feel the same way if somebody did the same thing with my wife, which is I have cut bridges out because of that.
then she now leans in like as heavy as possible in both these things. It makes me think she's just heard that. She's like, oh, I could trigger him the most saying these fucking things. That's my guess is that's why she focuses so much on it. That'd be my guess.
She says that she's Assyrian, right?
So she's white and American, but
What is an Assyrian? Do you know?
I think it's like a bird, like a therian.
some ethnic group that
Do I think that Destiny's a bad father to Nathan or just mid? Listen, I don't know. He might be a great dad. Here's all I know, okay? I don't really feel like talking about it over and over again. But like all I know, all we have is the information. He might be a great dad. He might Skype his kid every day. I don't know. I just feel like optimally, especially with a remote job where he could live anywhere he wanted to, reasonably, he should be living close to his kid. That's literally all I see. Like it feels like, that's would be the more mature, direct positive for your kid. I understand like he's a teenager, so he's probably like an asshole. Well, not like I was an asshole. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck you, mom. So maybe he's like, fuck you, dad. He might want to, but still, that's just my general perspective. So I kind of feel that way. Maybe I'm a little extra upset because I don't have a daddy. Now I am the daddy, if you know what I'm saying, dude. To a bunch of gay cubs. Okay. That's pretty much it. I don't know if he's a terror. He's, I don't know. I think that it would be weird if we did know, I guess. Because I feel like that's probably, I think he played games with his kid once, but it would also be very weird if like we were super in the know of how he treats his kid. So that's probably a green flag that he doesn't talk about his kid very much because that's a good boundary to set. I think he like streamed with his kid one time and that's pretty much it, which is what you probably should be doing. Like you really shouldn't be super in your face about it. So we have very little information to go off of which is again how it should be. So, right. Because like, it's, hey guys, I'm a good dad. Today I'm live streaming with my fucking kid. You know what I mean? So the only information so when it comes to the boundary set, he has solid boundaries. Well, for all we know, he could be completely non-existent in his kid's life. He could be fucking in his kid's life. We don't know. That's the way it should be, though. But we just know that, like, yeah, he probably should live closer. At the end of the day, yeah, probably not like, yeah. Destiny mentioned he does Discord with him every night for homework study. That's cool. Very good. Again, I think that being in person is good, but yeah, I mean, hey, listen, doing what you got to do. Hopefully Nathan will get older and he'll have a good relationship with his dad, and maybe one day he'll change his name and he'll forgive his dad for naming him something that a fucking dork is named. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Existed in like across the Middle East, like Eastern Turkey, Northern Syria, Northwest Iraq. That's like my guess. I don't know.
You know what an Assyrian is to me?
Oh no, wait.
My wife's just like, hey, I never got gas and the oil lights on. Incredible. Okay, I'll take care of it tomorrow.
So I'm thinking Armenian. Assyrian? I have no idea. Yeah. Assyrian legend?
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. I'm thinking of a retard that yells at me in Rust. Yeah. That's the only knowledge I have of the Assyrian people. That's it.
I'm pretty sure that this is like an Elder Scrolls race.
It's spread across Iraq, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe more the Middle East, I'm not sure.
If someone said that I'm cringe, but they can't look away, is that a good or a negative comment, you think? Should that
that's an interesting looking fellow.
Be punished?
I think I remember this guy from a while back. Thank you so much for the $5 from GD. Hope you find your father. I don't want to find my father. A couple of years ago, he messaged my mom. I think he was trying to fuck her. He never even talked to me before. So I was like, damn, we're trying to hit my mom. Tap that shit. But she had lost a lot of weight at that point, so good for her. The Papa Gut, Putt, King Tut is gooning in Goose Creek. Help please me on one me and. What the fuck are you talking about, brother?
How'd you punish people?
Well, you want to punish dissent and reward good behavior, right? Oh, here's Elabel. Look, there he is.
Based on
Remember
a great guy.
when he was a big deal?
Do I look like this guy? Fuck. God damn.
Can't hear anything, by the way.
Oh, you want to hear that?
I want to hear him say.
I feel like a fat guys with diabetes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol are just like there's always one. There's always one popular one, and then they burn out. What did this guy do? What did he do? Something weird? Why'd he burn out?
That Nathan should be aborted.
Jesus.
That's terrible.
Stop talking about people's sons. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
He had a child.
He did. Had one.
And he's just paying for the child's existence.
Based.
Abortion was the correct action here.
True and based.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Why does everybody take it to like your kid should be dead? Well, I don't get it. That's insane. What the fuck?
Based. I'm sorry, Nathan.
I think lefties are a little too loosey-goosey with abortion, you know? And as I get a little older, I get a little more conservative. I'm always going to be pro-choice, but like that's a sad thought of being in a baby aborted. You know, it's going to be, one day it would be a human being. It's not quite. It's like a little thing, you know? Sometimes I like to, you know, it's like, hey, a little cum on the belly, a little cum on an egg. You know, I'll eat it anyway. But it's still a sad thought. I don't know why people are so lackadaisical about abortions, especially about real people, you know? I don't know. That's a little crazy. Unless it's like one of those like Neon or something. That's a little different, you know?
Doesn't he do? He does not take an active role in the child's upbringing. He pays everything. He makes sure that they're well taken care of financially.
It's that thing called Nathan.
He brought a life in the world that he didn't have any
Combiner.
intention of loving or caring for.
I don't know if that part's true. Jesus Christ. There's so many assumptions. Like, again, you can make the general thing of like, hey, it shouldn't, money isn't, you should be more than just money. Be a little more, I'm not going to speculate too much. You should be more actively involved for sure. But like, well, Jesus Christ, everybody's like, you don't love your kid. You know, it's possible that he was very immature when he had his kid, and that's been another struggle for him. When did he have his kid? When he was like 20? That's probably a struggle as well, you know? It's probably a 20, right? Nathan's 13. Destiny's in his 30s, so maybe he was like 20, 23. So he probably wasn't perfect, we'll say, growing up there. You know, again, it's a lot of information. But why are you assuming that he doesn't love his kid? That's fucking crazy.
And that's what abortion is for.
You know what Elebrel is?
If
Wow.
the pregnancy happens between two people that have no intention to raise a family together,
it doesn't grow.
That's what it does.
I try not to gloat, but I have to remind myself because it's important to know who attacks me. Do you know what he does with his life now?
What? Goes through dumpsters.
On stream.
I know that. I was there
Damn. That's brutal.
for that stream.
I would just get a regular job.
Make you feel that I know that. That make you feel like, man, Dan's a real one.
No, you probably just saw the clip in his chat.
No, in his chat, like I'm hanging out in Elebrel's chat.
In my chat, you probably saw a clip.
Why do you think that I wouldn't be there when it was
Why would
created?
you be watching his stream unless you were in chat when the chat said that it was?
I was there when the Sacred Scrolls were created.
How
dare you suggest that I only watched?
I don't even want to lore with this guy.
You know, it's like fucked up. I am a chatter at my soul. I speak for chat. I am chat.
I think it sucks. I just feel bad now when I look at that.
I don't feel bad. Fuck him.
I don't feel bad for him.
You know,
Ow.
I said this before. Let me bring this in like a little bit of
that guy.
For a lot of my life, I've existed in this point of pros and cons. Meaning, whatever I do, I kind of weigh it out a little bit. To a certain
What the fuck's this guy's name?
What does this get me? What does this not get me if I do this? Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling?
Because he's fucking me. Sorry,
Who's fucking you?
Lycan is fucking with me. Go ahead. Go.
I've existed that way for a while. Okay, the pros and the cons, and I realized that sometimes it's good to just fucking destroy. You know, when someone comes at you with a 7, I understand why the Jews do it.
What the fuck?
Come at them with a fucking 11.
This guy's wild. What the hell?
Ruin their fucking life. Fuck you, Elebrel. You're fat.
Yeah,
You're...
I looked up fat leftist YouTuber. I think this might be him. Oh my god.
As for him, his life is already ruined.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You ruin it more. Fuck him. You know, he said your kid should be aborted. You have no.
That's probably because he wishes he was aborted.
Let me tell you something.
Projection. The point is, none of us know. I don't comment on people's kids. That's fair. Maybe I've been too harsh too. Maybe that's something I shouldn't be talking about. That's fair. I don't think I've been like disrespectful about him. You know, his name is Papa Gut. Oh shit, dude, you're so right. Papa Gut dumpster diving diaper porn. What the fuck are you talking about? Whoa! Look at this. Look at this handsome guy. Look at that nice picture, huh? Let's see some of these pictures here. There's my wife. Wow, I look like a fucking pedophile. Well, you know what? I shouldn't say that because I. Now this is the OG. This is the class. This is the picture. Wow, what is this? Is this me twerking? Play it. Wow. Incredible, dude. This guy throws it back. I'm not as fat as people think I am, by the way. I'm fat, but wow. All right, let's not go too far down. I'll find like a fucking dick pic or something.
If tomorrow you were gunned down in the street,
yeah, he'd celebrate.
He would have a fucking stream celebrating. Do you know what we say to these people?
Mustafa, what did you say?
We say, fuck you.
Okay.
We say, fuck you. That's what we say.
Okay.
Exactly that. Just that. And you told me that. I was going through a moment of crisis.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was like a different...
that wasn't. It was the same thing.
Because he was actively doing it.
I feel like...
You're right.
That was a piece of wisdom that you gave to me that I think was important. I put not enough emphasis on the human emotions. You know what it is? It's because...
What's up, guys?
there's this thing that we have when you say, what do you care what X thinks about you? What do you care what other people think about you? Real Chads don't care what anyone thinks about them. It's not true.
Well, of course they do care. It's hard not to care. You just have to have a good relationship with what you do care about. Sometimes you feel like everybody's criticism or everybody's perspective is valued the same, and it's just not. You learn that as you get older. It's not worth getting upset at people, you know, when they do something wrong. That's why I don't get mad when people of color do bad things. I'm just kidding. No, but it's something to learn.
As people, we're emotional animals, and it's okay to value what other people think about you. And sometimes knowing that the best way to fuck someone over is to take that against them. When someone comes at you with a 7, you give them an 11. That's it. That's it.
Maybe. Sometimes the best way to go is to just not acknowledge their existence anymore too, and just kind of move on, not care.
That's a Jewish strategy, I guess. That's what Israel does.
What is this Jewish shit? What's going on here?
If you come with a rocket attack, they fucking nuke your entire city or something. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Would I have a chat with Destiny about what? I have nothing to talk to the guy about. And Destiny doesn't do casual conversation. He's usually turned off by it when you like people talk to him casually. It's usually like a, you know, which by the way is fine. I mean, that's like a professional setting. So like, what am I going to talk to this guy about? Oh, hey, Destiny. You know what I mean?
Sorry, it sounded more insightful in my mind than it probably came out here.
Okay. That's good. Okay, we got the lack of humanity.
Did I kill Death Noodle's channel for saying that? Kinda. I've said it before. I wish I didn't get that sensitive about it. You know what I mean? You know, I was genuine sensitivity. Like I was being genuine, but I look back and I go, I wish I didn't get such a, because I got to like, that's like a joke I got canceled for, was like the old enough to bleed, old enough to breed. It, you know, the last part was like, thank you very much, Andre Lopez, because he allegedly slept with a fucking 14-year-old. So that I got like, I was really sensitive, like, oh, I got canceled last time. People insinuated I was a pedophile, so I got too a little worked up over that. But you know, I wish I could go back and change that, but that's life, brother. Yeah. Debate Destiny about your incest tier list. Yeah, maybe I would do that.
Humanity damn over here. With the Jewish perspective.
We're never going to get a sponsor.
Why?
Well, mainly because of me. Well, probably because of you also.
We can get one. I think we could get like
a bulletproof
like Black Rifle Coffee or whatever. We could get like a conservative sponsor.
Yeah? Yeah. I mean, I guess so, yeah. Like a really good conservative sponsor. Yeah.
I haven't talked to Destiny since I accidentally popped into his chat when he was having a falling out with Mr. Girl, I think it was, and I was like, oops.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I'm just sad about the whole situation.
Which situation?
The Jews, man. It's been bad. It's been a bad year for us.
What the fuck is happening?
A real bad year. Like the last 12 months have been fucking wild.
Yeah.
You know, to be a Jew in America right now. What are you smiling for? This is funny? This is funny for you? You know why? Because nobody targets the Cubans, and they should. You know what? We should change out all the Jews for the Cubans. The gusanos.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know why I can say
Damn, dude.
that? Because it's not a real slur.
True. Okay.
I feel nothing saying.
This guy's weird, a little bizarre.
Gusano. You are a gusano.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel nothing when I say that.
I feel destroyed.
Yeah, I can just say that word. You know why?
Why?
Because your people, the Cubans, you know, they... I
guess a Hassan joke. Is there anything else about Brittany in here, or are we done with this?
So
I mean, at this point, I'm kind of honorary.
You know what's a good Cuban food? Ropa vieja.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
That's fine.
What is this? That guy Q quit Kick? What does that mean? I'm a little curious.
He's making $3,000 a month, but he'd like to tell everyone he was making more. I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Q quit. He was making $3,000 a month, but he'd like to tell everyone he was making more. What do you think that is?
I mean, that's still money. I mean, it's not that great, but it's something. Doing $3,000 a month on Kick, that's better than a lot of people have. And like, you know, if you engage in a good content strategy, you could expand that.
Did he tell people he was making more?
He implied heavily he was making more. Yeah.
Oh, that's Destiny's best friend. That's why. Okay.
And whenever someone was like, "Hey, you're only making 3," he was like, "Don't watch my pockets," etc., etc., etc.
Interesting. Okay.
You didn't know that?
I don't think he implied that, but
he did imply that.
I will say now that at least I can speak publicly about that. I do think it's funny that he legitimately thought he was going to get paid $12,000 a month.
Yeah, you have
to run the show. That was pretty funny.
You have to be someone like me to get that much money.
Also,
why would you get that much money? Does the show even bring that much money in?
Oh. God damn, he must have been, not to be racist, but Somalian, making $3,000 a month, working that little? Bro, he's got to be like I am donating more to like Somalia's GDP.
Oh, wait, he made $3,000 a month just doing the kick or keep? Oh, that's a lot of money. What is that, $750 a week doing nothing? That's pretty easy money. What the fuck? That's like nothing.
Like, I bet there was a noticeable bump in his city. The wages that I was paying. Yeah,
that was a good meme. You know, the GDP export chart that you do, you have to guess the country. It's gonna be like very different for next year now for Somalia. It used to be like, you know, content creation, and now it's down a little bit.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, listen, Krontos, I have no issue.
What is he joking about?
With you, except that you're an anti-Semitic cocksucker. But aside from that, you know, I'm not really Jewish, so I don't really care outside of that front.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Is he? Oh, maybe he's like ethnically Jewish or something. I don't know.
That said, I don't know what from a pure business point of view, I'm not sure what you're doing. Because you get like 30 viewers when you're streaming. Why would you give this up? It just doesn't make sense financially.
Why would I? Oh, why? Like for Q?
Yeah, I'm talking to
It's
talking
hard.
to him.
Yeah, I
kind of
can't.
right now.
I can't. I have to intellectualize a lot to figure out people that are like, yeah, I'm making like 100x the salary of like an ordinary Somalian person right now, but I understand that.
Does he live in like Somalia or something? Why does that matter? Q quit because he's Muslim. Destiny supports Israel. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess if he's standing on his, all right. I mean, listen. I guess that's commendable to fight for what you believe in that much. I feel like, all right.
My mom and
I'm a little more pro-Israeli. You know, I wish, guys, hot take. I wish there would be peace in the Middle East. But I'm more on the side of Israel, to be honest with you. You know, sad stuff, but
that are mad, so I'm going to just abandon this endeavor completely. That just seems wild to me. But
that's something I have a problem with also too. Is you feel like people are going to be like rational with their debates and their thought process, and you know, when they're fighting.
Not
like,
rational, but understandable.
You know, they're going to do.
Well, maybe it means a lot more to him than it means to other people. So I don't know.
Some sort of pros and cons in their head.
Maybe his mom choked on a bagel once or something. I have no fucking idea.
And there's actually just a lot of people that just don't do that. They're just at their entire point of their life. It's like they just stepped on a Lego and you laughed at them. And that's how they move.
There's an interview with Q. Oh my God, are we really going that deep in the fucking lore? I don't think I want to go that deep in the lore.
Through life constantly. No thought whatsoever.
I completely disagree.
There's 100% people that are like that.
Okay, I disagree.
You know the moment that you get, even though we're rational people, when we're in a car, sometimes someone will do something crazy to us while we're driving. And for a brief moment, you're ready to pull out.
I'm just curious about what they have to say about Q. And also to pad out the segment that I post about Brittany anyway. That's all I care about. You know, and I'm interested. I'm curious.
Your Glock can end that man's life.
Never.
What the fuck's happening?
Never thought that.
Well, then you're special because I am. So you're just gonna lie and act like you don't have road rage.
The only people I get mad at when I'm driving are people in my car telling me how to drive.
Okay, listen,
that's kind of base. My wife is the same way. She'll always tell me how to drive in the car. She goes, "You almost hit that person." And the thing is, I almost never almost hit that person. I'm just a better reaction time than her. You know what I mean? I used to be top 3% of the 2 back in the day, so she just does not understand that. But then there's like that 1 out of every 1,000 time where she's right and I would have killed us, and it's like, I tell her to shut up, but don't. Then I'll say, don't stop telling me. I don't tell her to shut up either. That's a little too aggressive, baby. So what are you doing? You know what I mean? We'll have like a little bicker. We'll fight for like a minute or two, and then we'll just move on because that's how we are. We're like an old Italian couple.
Listen to me, everyone. Well, I guess I'll talk to
or Irish because I guess that makes sense. Irish are crazy too. She's Irish. So.
Everyone else, we all have that instinct of the people who have driven. There's a moment. It's brief, but you're ready to kill. You're ready to kill. Someone cut you off.
I guess.
You're going to throw your whole life away because this guy cut you off. It doesn't make sense.
That's true. My wife has those feelings as a man. Like, well, not as a man, as me, I don't because I have anger problems. So I just like, it's not worth it. It's not worth anything to give a shit about that.
But at the moment, you're actually willing to do it.
Okay.
I guess.
So to me, this seems like one of those moments with Q right now.
Basically. I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
He's trying to get the blood alcohol meter thing working.
Okay. Does he have his mic muted?
Yes.
Probably. Oh, okay. So it's just fucking with me then, not with the audience. If you're going to beep the thing, Lycan, unmute your mic because I want them to suffer too. Fuck them.
Okay.
The thing is, we look at some people.
Yeah.
I think it sounds like this guy just, Israel-Palestine conflict means a lot to him and he doesn't want to work with somebody, I guess. So, you know.
And I think we fall into the trap of saying that person's not doing any cost-benefit analysis on anything in their life. But the reality is everybody does cost-benefit analysis.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Wait, real quick, where did the thing about?
Okay.
Where did the thing about?
I mean, I guess everybody does. They just have a different. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing it effectively. But
Where does family come from? Like, is it possible he's just super fucking pissed about your takes?
No.
I think there's something.
No,
because hasn't he like?
It's something strategic.
Well, hold on.
You feel it's something strategic?
No.
Really?
I think he did a cost-benefit analysis.
Wait, hasn't he hinted at this? He's been hinting at it. Like, didn't he take a jab like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, he probably got this feeling a couple weeks ago. That's probably why he's been canceling. Yeah.
Why doesn't he think it's because of the guy's like moral whatever framework?
Well, I would if you're going to keep that shit show going, I would nominate probably the only person that's good for the job is Wes.
Yeah. Okay, wait, real quick. I just have to finish my take. So people are always doing cost-benefit analysis and everything. The reason why sometimes it seems like people are being irrational or it seems like people aren't is because they're weighing some things way heavier than you'd weigh something. And so it seems like they're being irrational when the reality is if they're being irrational, the only irrationality is how they're valuing certain things in their life.
Sure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty... Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, thank you so much, Thiologist, for the 10 gifted Papa God memberships. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. How have you been? How's everything going?
So for Q, there's probably a really high value on social circles, which I think is pretty normal, especially when that social circle includes your family. And the idea of having
I don't believe any of it. You know why? Because if he actually cared about any of that, there's no chance he'd ever been mixed up with you in the first place.
No. It's not if you, when you say Q.
But that, like, Israel-Palestine wasn't like a super hot, well, I mean, every 2 years something happens, but when they started Kick or Keep, wasn't it before Israel-Palestine shit was like really popping off? And then, like, listen, it's possible. Again, like, I agree with Destiny on Israel-Palestine, but then also every once in a while I'll see like a super edgy meme or something on Twitter. I don't remember the specifics, but I remember looking at something once and I was going, damn, man, this is a little over the line. That could have been the driving force too, you know?
Cared about any of it.
If any of that mattered, there's no chance he'd be with a bisexual fucking liberal.
If you go to a prison and you ask those people, why did you rob the bank knowing you'd be in prison? What do you think their answer would be?
I needed money.
No, they would say, I didn't think I was going to get caught. So for Q, he probably thought he wouldn't have this discovered by his parents or his family. He could kind of get away with doing it on the side. But the fact that they found out was like an oh shit moment. So
maybe that's part of it too. Okay.
Then you had to roll it back. That's probably what happened.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the end of the Q thing. So no more Kick or Keep, unless someone else takes it over. I guess.
I'll have Boogie do it. He'll be great at it. He works really hard.
Yes. Was it a profitable endeavor?
Theoretically, anything I do for a certain cause.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just sit there and watch YouTube, would it be better or the same?
It was a profitable endeavor.
It was better than just watching YouTube and doing what you normally do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
We got to your Q thing. Was it everything you dreamed it would be?
The what thing?
The Q thing. You wanted to talk about this so bad.
No, chat wanted to talk about it so bad.
No, you wanted. You were excited to get to it.
Not really. Okay. I knew I'd outlast him.
What is he jealous that this guy got Destiny's attention? That's fucking crazy.
You know why?
Because your people have historically?
We have historically. That's
not
why.
Actually, really, technically. You got like 700 years to go before that's technically.
We're the oldest religion that there is.
Wow.
That's technically true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet there's some native bullshit-ass religion that's lasted longer somewhere.
Yeah, there's this thing called gooning. That's lasted pretty long. At least I do.
Contact a tribe in Africa that has an older god than yours.
I don't think so.
Wait, how old is the Jewish stuff? It's like
the oldest one.
It's like 6,000-7,000. Some old ass shit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's like 1300 BC or something.
I thought it started.
No, forget 1300 BC. It's like thousands.
Hold
BC.
on. We looked this up last time. Oh, 1800. Fuck you.
You said 1300. Fuck you.
I was closer. You said thousands.
Hold on, wait. Now I'm
2000 is closer than 1300. 2000 is closer than 1300 to 1800. I win. 500 versus 200.
I'm curious. Wait. How did they say Jews were enslaved by the Egyptians building the pyramids if that happened like 5,000 years ago?
Well, I mean, I guess.
Did they mean ethnic Jews or?
I don't know.
No, they would have been religious because they did the blood and the plagues and all that shit, right?
I mean, you have to understand.
Wait, did Jews make up myths about their religion before their religion even fucking existed?
It's possible.
It's also based as fuck, dude. All right, propaganda, baby. I don't know.
Never put it past these people.
I gotta finish
Very
this
sneaky.
game at this point. Jesus Christ.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
I was just thinking, what would be really funny? And actually, I don't want to say it because if I say it, I'm going to will it into happening.
That's how religions work? No, because Christianity starts at 0.
Yeah.
And then everything else before is like kind of meme shit.
We're a Christian country because we it's 2000.
Yeah, but you guys have stories about you like being in Egypt and shit. Your religion doesn't even exist yet. Why does it start at 1800?
I don't know,
BC? Like what happened then?
The dinosaurs.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dinosaurs are why I don't feel bad about eating birds. Because they used to be dinosaurs, they used to eat us. So it's like, it's called generational trauma. So that's why it's okay to kill chickens. So vegetarians should be okay with killing chickens and turkeys and stuff. But they're not ready for that conversation about, systemic oppression.
Young Earth are here.
Okay.
So
I would be a really good anti-Semite. I mean, but I hate all religions.
I imagine anybody that is a particular religion would be really good at being anti that religion, right?
I could be good at any anti-religion.
Really?
Yeah.
Show me your funniest anti-Hindu joke.
I was gonna say my phone. I was getting ready to throw out my best anti-Jemima joke, but they got rid of that.
Actually, I've decided I don't want to go down this road. Actually,
that's what I thought.
I love all Hindi people.
Then this is why Christ is king.
Sure, Christ is king.
I gotta turn this off. My brain's
Jewish guy
a lot
though.
worse than fucking.
For the first part of his life.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Enough of that. I don't need to watch Q on why he fucked his mom or whatever. Sorry, that was inappropriate. Why he left the TikTok hype house with Destiny.